everybody, welcome to Polymer Clay TV. I'm Elisa, and since the holidays are fast approaching, I thought it would be fun to make our own tags for gifts. I did this one year and they got rave reviews because they were so fun and they were actually very easy to make. And today I'm going to show you a great way to use up your scrap, by doing this. So this actually is a piece of scrap. And here's the back of it so you can see it was just scrap. I have bags and bags of scrap that I'm trying to use up, and I thought, well, this is a perfect way to do it. I mean, people will save these, but it doesn't have to be this, perfect color or anything like that, and it's still going to be really cute. So this is actually the ornament silk screen, and I've already pre-silk screened these. If you want to know how to silk screen, we have tons of videos on the channel that you can watch. This is the Knitted Noel one, and I thought what I'd do is I'm gonna stack these together and then make some tags like that. So let me just show you a couple of the other designs. This is the candy cane one, which is really cute. It's candy cane and peppermint, and this was actually not done on scrap clay. So you can do it either way. It's totally up to you. I just wanted to use up scrap, because I have so much of it. And this one here is the Knit Deer. And let me turn it this way so you can see it, which is super cute. And I think Kira used this one in last week's video. If you want to check that out, she made a beautiful ornament with it. So definitely check that out. I was just messing around and I was putting them together. And this was like a little package that I put together, and it was all done with these silk screens. Actually used this piece of the Knitted Noel here. You see how it's kind of a line, and I used that and just crossed it and added some of our little cabochons. And I used the square cutter with the hole and replaced the square part here actually I cut this first with the deer and laid it on top of a square of the candy canes. And it made a little present, something really cute, but, very easy to do. So, alrighty. So let's play around here. I'm going to turn this one upside down here, and I'm going to stack these because I want them to be a little thick. And when you're doing this, it's best anytime you're putting two pieces of clay on top of each other, it's best to kind of like roll it on and push as you're going. That way you're pushing out any air pockets that might get trapped in there. So do it slow. You don't need to rush this step or anything. It's best to not have the air in there. So that's all there is to that. And I can start making anything I want. Now this Knitted Noel one, I thought, wow, that looks like the perfect ugly sweater pattern for making earrings or something like that. So I had done these using this, and actually I just added some of the graphite clay on the back just by stacking it like you just saw me do. And you can put holes in it, or you can use like a little screw eye to twist in there and make it so it can hang. But for this purpose I'm going to use my little mini cutter. I like the holes to be nice and neat and big because I want to be able to put like a velvet ribbon or something festive through there, and I don't want a little hole. So for me, using the little mini cutters helps that. Okay, so let's start with this is a shrine cutter, and I thought it would be cute to make a little house shape. And so you just give it a nice push. Oop, I'm shaking everything. The way I use the cutters, I like to run it on my surface so that it gets a nice cut. And then I like to clean it up while it's still in my cutter. Like if there's any extra pieces, I run my finger along the cutter until I can clean it all up. And really, I mean, it's so crazy. This is 2 seconds later and I've got myself a cute little ornament. And if you have any other extra clay that sticks there, you can just clean it up with your blade. Or, yeah, I must have kind of went off a little on this front here, on this top part. Let me stick it back in, and sometimes it's easier to clean it up like that. Well, okay, there we go. That clay doesn't want to come off. There it is. So really, that's all there is to it. If you want to clean it up anymore, just use your blade or your knitting tool or This is the tool from our shop, which works really well. This is a great way to kind of smooth out edges. Let me get in the screen here. So, you know, it's just that simple. And, you know, you would just continue to get it exactly the way you want. And now after you have it exactly the way you want, then you can embellish on it. So, you know, anything you want. I had cut out some circles that were little snowflakes. So I could even add things like that. But on this Knitted Noel one, I happen to like the fact that it has these little strips of pieces. So you can use those on different pieces and, you know, just play around with it. See, so now look at the back. It's cute right there. That's the back of it. So either way it hangs on the tree, it's a super cute ornament. Or if it hangs on a package, it's a super cute tag. And then I just want to put my hole in there. Make sure it goes all the way through. And there you go. As simple as that. And what did that take me? 5 minutes? If not even 5 minutes. I mean, probably the silk screening took a few minutes and this took a few minutes. So really about 5 minutes I have into this. But it's adorable. It's really cute, and I would love to get a package that has that. And you can even put someone's name on it if you want. Like put a strip here and stamp somebody's name in it. You know, or if you want to use some of the metal stamps, you can do some different things like that. Let's see here. Let's try one more. And this one here, to me, looks like it would be like almost like an icicle-y kind of thing. But you can line it up if you want. Let's go right here. And give it a nice little push. And here goes the back of it. And this is just scrap clay. I mean, that's the beauty of it too. It's a good way to use up scrap clay and yet make something super cute. And there you have that. You know, obviously it's reversible. You know, either side will work. Again, you can come back and put your hole in it. And string it up any way you want. Now, there are these little fairy, let me show you these. In our DIY fairy section, we have these metal, we call them windows, but really they're the same shape. So you could even do stuff like this, like add those in and decorate it. Let me put it on this side and it'll show up better. Which I really liked. I like the idea. And I use my tool to help move things around a lot too. So these tools are really handy for all kinds of stuff. Let me get it lined up there. So that looks good. So I'm going to give it a push here. And that's just, it just adds another dimension. I mean, you can come back in with little cabochons. And kind of, that's a little Christmas tree right there. Maybe give it a little Christmas tree, a little thing at the top there. A little, maybe one over here. You know, wherever. It's an easy way to add some extra flair to your packages and to make little ornaments. Actually, you know what would be super cute? Hanging off of a wine bottle. If you go to someone's house and it's like a little housewarming present, you could make these and hang these off of a wine bottle. That would be really cute. In fact, I've made, you know, many wine corks too. So you could even make wine corks out of these. You know what? Let's give that a shot real fast. Let me move this out of the way. Where's my blade? Just thinking about it because, let me grab some scrap. And we'll make a little wine cork. And we actually do have some wine cork in the shop. But really, you can just get any cork that fits a wine bottle and it would work just as well. So Those are just solid metal, and you don't really need those, but, you know, they're cute. So you would make a ball, like so, and let's do the candy cane one. And so I've already have this silk screen, and so now what I want to do is I basically want to wrap it around that ball. Let me cut off these plain edges that I don't need. And so I can do, if I did a solid color, I could kind of just do part of it, but since we didn't, let's go try to wrap it all the way around. Let me just cut a piece here. And so you would wrap it around the ball of clay until you cover the whole ball, really. And, you know, just cut what you need. And this is how I made, I used to make wine, well, I made lots of wine corks, but I used to make ceiling fan pools the same way, you know, but I do it with more cane work. Let me just cut this off. And you just would wrap it all on there. I mean, you don't have to be super neat about it because when you roll it, it'll get nice. So once it's wrapped, again, roll it in your hands. You don't want to go super crazy because you don't want to distort the pattern. You want to still have the pattern there, but you do want to smooth out your edges. So just roll it in your hands. And there you have it. So now I've got a super cute wine cork. All I need to do is make one end flat, like I just did. And I could shape this any way I wanted. And I could even add to it, like maybe add a cute little ornament to the top of it, you know, and glue a wine cork on there. And now you've got a wine cork, you got a tag for a wine bottle, and it's a fantastic housewarming gift, you know. So think about all the possibilities. These silk screens are all in our shop, and you can check them out at createalong.com. So hope to see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.